Hello everybody, this is Hornlitz here, and welcome to part number 7 of Let's Glitch The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. In the last episode, we started and finished the Snowhead Temple. We got all 15 stray fairies, and we defeated that super evil, masked, mechanical farm animal. So evil. Anyways, and in this episode, we are finally going to be hitting the first owl statue of the run. And what that means is I can finally save mid-game without actually having to use the Song of Time, which means I can start doing live commentary again after this episode, which is fantastic. You guys do not know how happy I am about that, because I don't like doing post-commentary as much. And plus, I don't know, I haven't played this game in so long because of doing post-commentary. I feel like I've forgotten how to play this game. But anyways, enough about that. We'll settle that later. But so to start, right here, we're coming over here to Secret Agent RNGoron, and he gives us the lethal explosive powdered keg so that we can go and blow up the Goron Racetrack because they're doing illegal stuff like gambling or something. I can't think of what else they would do there. Gambling's not technically illegal. Maybe it is in Termina. Maybe gambling is illegal. Although, actually, no, it isn't, because there's a minigame in Termina Place, like in Termina Town, in Castle Town, that involves gambling, essentially, so... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Whatever, we've got this mission to blow up the rock that's blocking the Goron Racetrack with a powdered keg so that people can actually get into the Goron Racetrack, which is nice. Not actually, but yeah, it's required to beat the game 100%, so actually, I think it's technically required to beat the game glitchless. Obviously, it's not using glitches, but whatever. Doing things casually is lame anyways. Whatever. No, I'm not going to diss casual people, or people who play games casually, or just casual gaming in general. I've come to appreciate it more in recent years, or recent months. But anyways, so yeah, now that we have finally brought this powdered keg over here, we can finish up this mission by blowing that up. Oof, that was fun. We sure had a blast. See what I did? Okay. Okay, enough about that. So now that we watched that guy... What was he doing? He was, like, walking sideways, sort of, like he was trying to be turned towards us or something. I don't know. That kid was being weird. Anyways, I suppose I shouldn't, mock him. He is kind of, like, 2 or something, so... But whatever. Anyways, now we get to start the Goron Racetrack. And this is the worst mini-game in this game. I can't remember if it was a failed recording session, but I think in Honey and Darling Day 1, I said that there was one mini-game that was worse than that. And that is this minigame. Now, I mean, I did mention also that Honey and Darling was my personal least favorite, and that still holds true. This one isn't my least favorite. I don't know why, honestly. I think it should be, but it, for some reason, just isn't. Like, I like this minigame a little more. I don't know why. Which is kind of odd, because I don't usually like racing games, or racing minigames, or anything like that. So, I don't know. But, excuse me. Yeah. So, I don't know, but the reasons why this minigame is bad mostly is the other Gorons are completely random. They can choose to bump into you at random, they can move forward, like, in front of you, behind you. They have rubber band AI, which means basically you can't get ahead of them. Like, you can get ahead of them for short periods of time, but then they're going to come back, no matter how far ahead of them you get, basically. They will always get back to right where you are, basically. So, it's really annoying, and sometimes they just, like, troll you, like, right there. Like, there was nothing I could do about that, really. So, yeah, but anyways, can I still beat this guy? Come on, come on! You beat me. Sir, you have crossed the line. I will beat you. Okay, I can't even do this anymore. Anyways, I'm gonna cut out the next attempt, or cut until I beat this, because it's literally just the exact same minigame over and over again, except I actually beat it. Except right there, I apparently jumped the gun a little bit. Yeah, oh well. Okay, anyways, but yeah, I'm gonna cut this attempt here out, so yeah, cut. Alright, so here we are, and oof, that was really close. I almost didn't beat that guy. Also, I feel sorry for that one Goron who just, like, ran into the goalpost right before he finished, and then some guy crossed the line right after. Seriously. But anyways, so now what we've got to do is we've got to warp to Clocktown, if my memory serves correctly. And we are going to be doing probably one of the most monotonous things in the entire speedrun. I suppose in casual gaming it might not be super annoying because you could potentially do this over the entirety of the game, but it's too slow and too unreliable to do that in a speedrun, so we're not going to be doing that. Instead, we're going to be basically doing the same thing over and over and over again. Basically, we are going to be getting the 5,000 rupee heart piece all right now. We are going to deposit 5,000 rupees, and it's going to take a while. But basically, what I've got to do here is I've got a glitch that I'm going to be doing it. Right here, as you can see, it's called collection delay, and it's basically a form of it can be used to duplicate a bottle. But basically, what I did here was, as you can see, I have the gold dust on C down, and then 2 empty bottles on C right. Now, what I did was, when I talked to this guy, and I basically displayed my bottle that had the gold dust in it, what I did was I held, I think it's the R button. I actually still don't know. I'm pretty sure it's the R button. I'll put on screen, I guess, what it is. But what I was doing was I was holding both Z and the R buttons because it's one of those two. And what I was doing was I was pressing both of those buttons, and then as soon as I pressed the C down button to show the gold dust, I started just completely mashing the X and Y buttons, or basically C left and C right. And what this does is, when you're holding either R or Z, whichever button it is, I think it's R, whenever you show him something, if you're holding the R button, I guess it is, there will be 2 frames where you can input a different one of your items. And in doing this, if you actually do that, you will sell the item, but you won't actually lose it, because you'll basically duplicate a bottle over whichever slot that you just had. And using this, we can basically sell an infinite number of gold dusts, which gets us so much money really quickly. And it's really quite simple, actually, depending on how fast you can mash, of course. But fortunately for me, with mashing with 2 fingers on 2 different buttons, I can mash it probably a good, 17, 18 buttons per second, which is definitely enough for this, so, yeah. But yeah, this is basically all I'm going to be doing for the next, 7 minutes or something. It takes a long time. We've got to go and sell 3 gold dust things 10 times total. So it takes a long time. And I guess the first time we only had to do it twice, but yeah, we have to sell a total of 29 gold dusts. So it's gonna take a while. So I'm just gonna cut or speed up. I'll probably, let me speed this up really fast for you. It's been a while since I've done that. Actually, I don't think I've ever done that. So let's give this a try. Let's just cue the speed up. Alright, so here we are. This is the final time. We've finally done it 10 times, and whew, I'm pretty sure right here, I deposited 499 rather than 500 because I don't think you can actually go over 5,000. I wasn't willing to try because this was two and a quarter hours into the recording session, so I didn't exactly want to test it out and then find out I was wrong. And I mean, I guess in retrospect it probably wouldn't have mattered, but it doesn't matter. You just need 5,000 rupees for the thing, so it didn't really matter. Anyways, then right after I finished that and finally got the heart piece, I took out 500 rupees, and I'm buying a few more explosives because I've got a few things that I'm gonna need to do with them next episode, probably. And yeah, I actually can't remember offhand what we need to do right now. I'm equipping a few things, and yeah, my memory's really... Oh, right. So if you remember, I forget which episode it was, but actually it was the same episode that we did the Honey and Darling thing in. I talked to Anju and got her, whatever it's called. Like, I talked to her with Cafe's mask on, and that let me visit her during the night, basically, so that I could talk to her more about Cafe. Well, right now we are going to talk to her about Cafe. So, yeah, that's nice. That Goron just hopping down the stairs looked kind of funny. But anyways, so now we're just going to come into here and talk to Anju and just mash through all of this text because nobody cares about the Anju and Cafe side quest. I'm kidding. Everyone cares about it. And for good reasons. I mean, it is a really good one. It's probably my favorite side quest in any game that I've come across so far. Except maybe like 1 or 2 from Chrono Trigger, but I mean, it's hard to it's hard to go against those ones or against Chrono Trigger in general. But whatever. Anyways, so now we're going to be warping to Stone Tower Temple, and this is basically going to be the end of the episode. I know it was kind of a short episode, but I didn't mess up with the timing or with when I was going to do episodes, but or like what was going to be in each episode, but basically this episode just didn't have a lot in it. But I guess that makes up for the longer episodes you had at the beginning. Like episode 2 was 30-something minutes. Like, come on. But anyways, but before I do that, I'm actually going to do a day reset one more time because I still need it to be day 1 for a few more things. I'm not sure how many it is at this point, but I know at least there's one more. I know of at least one thing that I still need to do. So here I'm just going to store the Song of Double Time. And then I'm going to jump all the way down again, and, right here, right there. Hitting that thing was probably the most relieving thing I have ever done. Not actually, that'd be pretty sad if that was actually the case, but that was a really relieving thing, just watching that owl statue actually get hit. I was super happy, because it meant I was basically done. I could finally start this series. But anyways, there we go. We just advanced the day again as we were walking through the loading zone, and it is day 1 again. I'm going to be playing the Song of Double Time again because I need it to be nighttime at least. So, yeah, but aside from that, I'm just going to be playing the Song of Soaring again and warping to Stone Tower. Also, I suppose I should mention why we hit Stone Tower first. Stone Tower Temple, if we didn't hit that one first, we would actually have to ascend Stone Tower Temple. And to do that, we would have to get the Elegy of Emptiness. We technically wouldn't have to. The options would be either get the Elegy of Emptiness and do the huge long puzzle thing to get up there, which would take forever, or the other option would be to use bombs and bomb chews and hover our way up there, which is twice as annoying since there are keys, fire keys, all around Stone Tower. So yeah. But anyways, that is all for this episode, so thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, then smash that like button. If you didn't, then fine, click the dislike button, whatever. And follow the links in the description, and I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye!